Don't worry, guys. If you make it out of here alive, I'm sending you to a much nicer place.
Oh, wonderful.
That's nice.
That's nice.
That's nice.
It's from getting here to there. That's the trick.
That's the trick, yeah.
You'll be able to buy pants.
Wearing
I can
pants.
buy pants now.
Who needs pants?
You're going to be made fun of for your lack of pants. Anyway,
We have pants, don't we?
you have
We
thongs.
we are a desert people. We have pants.
Basically what he's trying to imply is that if he does not get this mask back to this gentleman, then Odin's word is not worth really a lot.
Is fair.
Yeah.
Which is really bad.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not
very
so
bad. Gonna get some bad Yelp reviews.
So it's like the word of Odin on Fate, Yelp reviews.
It's like
1 out of 5 stars.
great food. Stuff gets stolen though.
Well,
Service is okay. I want to imagine that just like somebody, just like there's a Yelp page about Odin, and there's just like internet trolls just writing a really bad review. Odin can't keep an eye on one mask.
Oh.
He's only got one.
But by internet trolls, you totally mean frost giants, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
100%. But I'm just
Like,
now just
oh, this
imagining
guy's a total
frost
frost
giants
giant.
on the internet.
Okay. What was that, Sam?
The audience is cheering a lot for Howie. There's a lot of like really good ones. It's Howie, Wowie, Howie, Howie, Zowie, Break the Douchador.
Door! Oh my god! Yes!
I love it. Yes.
Oh, I want that on a
How many
shirt
people-
now.
to Ghostbusters Detroit. Who's ready for some busting?
Perhaps not in the means in which you think, but
Well, busting something up. How's that? I mean, it's Detroit. You can bust whatever you want.
yeah.
All right. But first and foremost, I'm sure we have some announcements. So, Mike, take the lead.
Well, the big announcement is D20 Live will be at Anime North this year at the end of May, and you can check the dates for that. On top of that, we are doing our best to get our charity stream up and running for the September. However, we will be going on a hiatus at the end of the next stream, barring certain people coming to completion, because Sam and I are having a child.
I was going to say, you can just say, like barring people coming to completion is such a
Very good excuse to taking a break.
Yeah, weird way to say that.
I'm sick, Chief. And in 2 weeks' time, we will be debuting a brand new game here on D20 Live. But I don't want to spoil what that is just yet. You'll see the announcements. It will be a video game based.
Also, I understand everybody, and I'm so sorry about the echo. Unfortunately, we literally cannot move this microphone any farther away from the speakers. It's just unfortunate. I've literally tried. I have like a thing in front of it, and hoping that was going to work. Yeah, we know that the echo is here. I'm trying to fix it on our end.
It's also the last time the echo is going to be here.
It's the last time, I swear. The office is finished, everybody.
We probably will have we will more than likely have a test stream in that office within the next week.
Yes. It's just in time for the last stream.
Yeah.
So I apologize for the echo. I'm going to try and make it less bad.
Ugh. So that's it for announcements.
All right. And with that, let's go around the circle and our plays. I guess we'll start in the bottom left, which of course is our usual game master. Today he's just a player. Take it away, Mike.
Hi everyone, I am Mike. Today I am playing Gary, and that's my whole name. And today I am incredibly sick. So please be gentle with me today. I am recovering from a massive, I don't know what.
Probably cold. Probably, hopefully. I'm hoping.
Man, you're getting a shot. You get used to just constantly being sick.
Thanks.
They exude germs on a daily basis, from what I'm told. Germ factories, those guys. Yeah. Speaking of dealing with germs, next would be Sam.
Hi everybody, it's me, Sam, the production manager. I am very large right now. I would stand up to show you, but the last time I did, I clipped the screen. So we're just gonna leave it at that. You're gonna have to take my word for it. And I'm playing Sheila, who's just doing her best.
All right, moving along, who's also doing their best, we have Byron.
Yeah, much like Mike, I'm just coming off of the tail end of a man cold. So that's why my voice finally went through puberty. But today I'll be playing the danger scientist for the group, AJ Weiss.
All right, and last but not least, we have our final member, Connell.
Hello!
It's me, the Chief Macbeth from the Twitches sometimes. I also am sick. And today I'm going to be playing RJ McCabe. And yeah, Cassie, my hair has gotten very long. I just stopped shaving and trimming my hair last November, and I was like, I wonder how long everything's going to get by the time spring comes around. And I'm very excited for this. This is going to be good. Also, if the child comes out and it doesn't scream "I am complete" like the devil from the Pick of Destiny, like Tenacious D, like
I am complete.
Like I'm gonna be very surprised if that's not how Mike and Sam's child enters the world.
There's a lot of doom predictions with my child coming into the world, and I don't know how to feel about it. I'm choosing to be flattered.
I think the child's going to have a great time and just be a very loved and having a fun time for all of its life.
Can have a lot of
And
aunts
then-
and uncles, that's for sure.
And then, anytime it's asked, what do your parents do for a living? I don't know. And I have too many aunts and uncles, and I don't know what they do either.
So, guys, just letting you know, this is what I'm doing. I am currently manually muting and unmuting Mike and I on our end to
jeez,
try
honey,
and help.
you don't have to do that.
I'm doing as best as I can. So I just
Don't worry.
as long
Sam, we know you're doing your best, but you're simultaneously being a player, running a stream, and making a human being. That's a lot of work for one person.
doing my best.
You do your best. We love you for it.
Fabricating a child, yours and Mike's child, no less,
Yeah.
is a feat unto itself. So
That is a lot of work to begin with.
So, Tom, adventure?
I think we shall. So,
Yeah,
welcome back, everyone, to the hellish landscape that is my version of Detroit. Only slightly worse than regular Detroit, now with a orange overtone of just ghost activity.
Be the fire, wouldn't it?
That would be the fires, yes. There's still a lot of fires going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are doing what they can to survive, and, it's not a fun time, even by Detroit standards at the moment. Most essential services are hanging on by shoestrings, which is no different than your guys' one. Phones have been running off the clock, paranormal activity has spiked rapidly, and where we last left off, you had just dealt with a massive gang of gangsters that had broken out across one end of the city. You've captured them all, you dropped them off, and you received a bit of foreboding warning that something terrible was happening at historic Fort Wayne. Now, Gary, as the local Detroit historian, you would know a chunk about Fort Wayne, so can you give me a smarts roll?
So,
See,
sure.
for brains.
Smarts in regards to history, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's brains.
For brains, sorry, yeah. Brains.
All right. 5D. 4 to 5. Get a total. No ghost die. I don't know how I could get a ghost die on 18.
All right. So, this is a historic site. You do actually know quite a bit about Fort Wayne on the drive over. So, who is driving, by the way?
I would assume Gary's driving.
Yeah, I'm usually
Want Gary to be... Okay. So, Gary, you're driving, your hands are on the wheel,
Yeah.
and you're going along. Fort Wayne is located right in the middle of Detroit. It's one of those forts that started off right near the basis, and then Detroit grew around the fort as well. So you're just going on like, it was started right down just after, after America became a country. It was originally established to try and deter the British from invading.
I look over at RJ specifically and Sheila.
Hello.
And I'm like, RJ, you know how sometimes you get real upset about Detroit facts?
yeah.
I'm gonna need you to not be as upset for the shit we're about to deal with.
I promise no things.
I would like just not to be yelled directly at, maybe out the window. Because
Yeah,
every
alright.
time I tell you a Detroit fact, you yell at me. But I know you're not actually yelling at me. You're yelling at the universe. Or more accurately, Detroit.
I don't want to know things anymore sometimes.
Oh, you want to know this. You'll really want to know this.
Okay? So I'm giving you that heads up. Okay? So...
All right, enough preamble. Get on with the madness.
Fine! It's where the opening shots of the War of 1812 were fired.
Wait a minute. He like pulls out a map. Like
Yes.
they shot at Windsor?
Apparently,
From
that
here.
historically is where the first salvos of fire occurred for the War of 1812 at that location. There are historically a lot of deaths at that location, even though the fort itself never saw combat.
Never even got cannons installed in the fort. Never. They were supposed to get them, and then, the United States made peace with the British.
Okay, this is the part which is going to upset you.
Oh no.
because I think I know what caused the body count, because it was used as a hospital.
All right, let's just spin the wheel of the disease and find out what we get. Tuberculosis came to the top.
Yeah.
Sean, me tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is on the board. This was in fact used as a triage hospital during one of the many outbreaks, and it's estimated at 1.3 thousand people died during one of those outbreaks on the grounds of this fort.
3,000 people died of TB out here?
Yep.
More people died here than of the War of 1812. It was meant to actually deter the British Canadians from invading. They went around it and went straight to the White House and burned it down.
You don't want to come and invade us, Canada. We're really sick. We don't want to get you sick. You should probably just stay home.
Yeah.
Like,
More America. We'll just go around.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now we're just mentally ill as opposed to physically ill.
Oh, and not to make things worse, but it is guessed that the fort is actually built on an old Native American burial ground, and a whole lot of other stuff went on there as well that I won't get into. Long story short, there's a museum on the property for a reason that I will not destroy out of respect.
Oh, is it a Native Cultural Museum?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, let's not go near that with our usual bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's leave them.
Yeah, let's maybe not.
Yeah.
All the stuff that the white people built, we could immolate. We're leaving that shit alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're here to destroy Detroit, not history.
Yeah.
Maybe the history of Detroit, but or Detroit.
Maybe you can try moving the microphone closer to you.
Okay.
There's some people.
All right, so
not bad enough.
as you get close to Detroit, or should I wait for Mike?
1 second.
Just 2 seconds.
All right, I will happily wait for Mike to come back. So yeah, no.
Is that better?
Those at home, this is one of the places that I've been saving because it's just so weird and dumb. And Detroit has such a plethora of weird and crazy things just all over the place, as I'm sure you've seen and heard from these streams. But Fort Wayne has some weird stuff around it.
One of these years, Tom, you and I should make a trip to Detroit and do a ghost tour.
No, I'll never leave. As Connell said in the first stream, Detroit chose me.
Let's take Connell. Just watch him yell the whole time.
Whoa, hold on.
What's up?
Hold on.
He's gonna roll up on the fucking car or whatever that we're driving in, like, and try to jack the wheels off or something. I'm gonna be like, fuck!
Hold on.
All right,
Just a second.
before we go
What's up,
down,
Sam?
we're gonna duct tape Connell's.
Hang on, guys. What's up, Sam?
Colin DeLorean just donated $200.
Holy shit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, thank you so much.
A DeLorean drives by, opens its door, and chucks a wad of cash at the Ghostbusters, and then drives off. Congrats on the baby. Holy shit.
God,
Thank you
so
Colin
much.
DeLorean.
Wow!
Damn!
Jesus.
Okay, that's canon now. So as you're explaining this, a wad of cash is thrown into the car as a DeLorean literally drives off and reaps in front of you. Yeah. Just gonna make that canon because I can.
Anybody want to bet that was the ghost of the cracked out John DeLorean actually throwing drug money at us?
You know what? Maybe just for once something good happened to us and it wasn't another awful ghost.
Do you want to roll for that to be sure, Gary?
No, I never want to roll for that to be true. Let's just get to the fort, because I know it's going to be full of psychotic tuberculosis soldiers.
After a guy named DeLorean?
Yeah, John DeLorean.
Did you not
Design
know
the
that?
DeLorean.
He named the motor company after himself.
Kathy
I thought it was like
donated
John
a bunch of
Halo,
subs,
where
too.
they, or like John
Thanks so much, Cass.
Helldiver, where they just sort of like make a joke about it. Oh no.
Thank you,
His name was
Kathy.
DeLorean.
Cassie just
And
donated a
your
bunch
crazy
of
fun.
subs.
Oh,
Sorry, what was
some
that saying?
Cassie just donated a bunch of subs.
Yeah, I'm just getting notifications in now. Thank you so much.
In fact, I even got one. Thank you, Cassie.
So much love. I appreciate this from everybody. Thank you so much. All right.
Whoa.
So back to the actual game, I guess.
It's still the same thing. It's gonna keep going for a little bit. We've got a hype train going, so.
Okay.
All right. So continue going on. As you were driving over to Civic Fort, right? You get actually close enough to the fort to start seeing it on the horizon, and you start seeing a lot of shapes on the external wall. You know, jumping from one end, jumping from the other, and then they start slowly moving still, and you're all just kind of focusing this, except of course for Gary, who's I'm assuming focusing on the road more than the hill fort.
Yeah, I am.
Are you?
I'm trying not to crash us on the way to the fort.
Okay. Well, then you do drive, but
you do not see ghosts, but you see shapes.
We'll
I
live
need you to roll moves for me, please.
Okie dokie.
I know moves isn't your biggest thing, is it?
Can I use dodge for this?
Yes. Actually, you should be using dodge.
All right, cool. Because this is why I drive. Oh, fuck you!
Oh, the roll's not showing up on the stream.
Yeah, hang on 2 seconds.
Well, for people who want to know, I got a 19, but as we all know in Ghostbusters, when you get a 6 on the last die, it's a ghost die. And though you may succeed, something shit's going to happen to you. I got the ghost die.
That is completely up to my discretion.
Yeah, we still succeed, though.
I think I need a little bit of information about this vehicle right now. So, AJ.
Yes?
Could you give me what you think the car is suited up with? And what you've installed?
The car's got a straight 8 V8 engine, turbocharged. There are no wheels. It's all tank treads because this is an all-terrain Ecto 2. It has the racks for our proton packs, being able to recharge them as well, because we have a rather large power supply in the Ecto 2. Oh no! We have the Geiger counter. We have the hooks and everything set up so that way Sheila could just mount the camera and not have to worry about holding said camera while we're fighting the ghosts. The door that is next to myself and Sheila on either side are suicide doors, so they swing outward like this, so that way we could slide out if we need to and fire our proton beams.
Okay.
And there is one large, in case of emergency, hit the red button, and a rather large version of our proton gun comes from the back on its own turret, and mounting spikes go out so that way we can secure the car and we can fire a large blast from the back.
All right, that is all very cool stuff that we can do. However, I did not hear bulletproof windows in any of that list of things.
Where do you think I'm going to get Lexan from, honestly?
Oh dear.
You're also in Detroit.
Yeah.
And you
Oh
forgot
dear, we
bulletproof
are in
windows.
peril.
And we have a turret-mounted...
Yeah.
Oh, proton gun, yeah.
Proton gun, yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Are the shapes that we're seeing moving out there fucking people trying to jack us?
Maybe. So, I'm going to make a roll for this one just to see if they can. Let's have some.
You'd think the criminal element of Detroit would actually be on our side, considering the amount of help we give to even those people, that we're one of the, like, institutions that they would leave alone.
Yeah. You would think.
You'd think, but then they hear the lights and sirens and immediately think otherwise.
And they jump out, guns blazing, or they are ghost thieves.
So, to all of you in the car, you hear 3 sharp bangs, and then, Geary, you see a divot suddenly appear in the hood of the car that was not there before.
How dare you?
And to whoever is in the back seat.
That'd be me. No, that'd be me.
That'd be you?
Yeah, that'd be me.
In the corner of the window, you can see a steel ball has been wedged between the window itself and the frame of the car.
We're getting hit with muskets.
Right, we're pulling up on the fort. There's ghost fucking soldiers shooting muskets at us.
That's great. After this first volley, it'll take 10 minutes to reload. We've got time.
Speaking of, on the edge of the fort, you now see the figures just going.
Oh, for God's sakes, this is gonna be sad. This is gonna be the saddest ghost busting we've ever done, isn't it?
I mean, at least these ones have guns. The other ones have no chance to defend themselves as much.
Yeah, I know, but they're like 1812 soldiers. They weren't exactly the cream of the crop.
Cream.
So, as you're having this lengthy discussion, eventually there's another volley of shots, and they all miss. Because you've now deterred, like, you're on the far side of the road. You're now at the point when statistically it's nigh impossible for them to hit you. Because you're more than 100 yards away from the fort.
They've got an effective range of maybe 60 yards. Our proton guns have an effective range of 200 yards.
Yeah, so just turn on some K-pop. It'll fucking blow their minds at the back of their skulls.
You know, if these guys don't know they're dead, we could scare them with some heavy metal.
I got some pretty heavy shit we can put on. Hold on.
Yeah.
Drive into the fort, blaring heavy metal, flashing lights like nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Just like trying to.
All right. While you're getting that set up, could I also grab a brains roll from everybody?
Oh man.
Brains roll.
Does this involve history in any way?
Yes, this does. You can apply your history buff.
Oh, thank God, the sixes are at the end.
Wait, do I add anything to the brains roll? Sorry.
Do you have
as a note?
a specialization that adds in a meaningful way?
I don't think bureaucracy was gonna work on mine.
Not quite. And just as a reminder, you guys do have a pool of 20 brownie points to spend whenever you want.
This is true. Bagoush, 17.
All right. Yeah. So, while you guys are discussing the musket situation and the absurdity of what's going on over there, you keep driving, and most of you are not historians, and some of you are not born and raised from Detroit, but almost all of you are absolutely certain that there shouldn't be a Spanish galleon in the Detroit River next to the fort.
Gary?
Why does everyone look at me? Sometimes this place is bonkers.
Because you're the facts man!
I don't know! That's new! Jesus Christ! Tom, did my roll get it at all?
Yes, you can roll.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Gary? What? Oh no! This place is hellish!
Explain!
17. What do I know?
Gary, you know with absolute certainty, there is no reason for a Spanish galleon-style ship to be in the middle of the Detroit River.
Yeah, it's
Not
impossible.
just from the fact that in history there was never a reason for a Spanish galleon ship to be in the river, but the river physically isn't big enough to house a Spanish galleon ship.
Because the Spanish didn't make it up here. The French did.
This is a man of war?
Than the English.
Yes. Like, this is a massive, exact, like, when you think of pirate ship, this is what you think of.
Yeah, it's a Spanish treasure galleon, right? The kind of thing that they would go down to Mexico and the Aztec territories and rip off all their gold. Yeah, I know exactly what kind it'd have to be.
This is a man of war.
Yes, a huge boat.
Rows after rows of guns.
Yeah, the Spanish treasure galleons were among the most dangerous ships in the Caribbean because of the fact that they were carrying all of the Spanish gold that they stole from the Aztecs.
Spaniards did love their gold.
Yes.
Right? And believe me, every privateer who thought he could try and take down a Spanish galleon would. And predictably failed, with some notable exceptions, and that's how you became a famous pirate, by successfully ripping off a Spanish galleon.
You better have a fleet with you.
I mean, it can be done. You gotta do it when these assholes are docking. But man, it's like most ships of the line that you would see had one, maybe two rows of guns. Galleons had 4.
So I'm gonna put the ectovisor on right now, Tom. How many rows of guns do I see on the port side of this ship pointed?
You see 2 rows of cannons.
Oh, thank God.
Oh no.
Aiming at the fort.
Oh, they're aimed at the fort. Okay.
Okay, AJ, do you think the turret might be able to catch the boat and all the ghosts in it all at once?
We will have to be stationary if I end up using the big gun. Do we want to risk that right now?
I feel like it might be a good idea to neutralize that before we go into the fort.
Okay, I hand Gary a key. I go, all right, Gary, park it. Put the key in that slot there, and then hit the red button that pops up.
I'm sorry. Is there not enough weird shit in Detroit? This is Gary. Is there not enough weird shit in Detroit we had to import?
Yeah, I feel like is there like a museum or something around here that has like this big ass ship that got like brought in piece by piece or something, and that's why there's a ghost ship in the harbor. Because there's a museum nearby, or I don't know. I'm grasping at straws. Like,
I wanted dinosaur ghosts. Anyway,
it's on loan. It's a ghost exchange program.
All right, do you hit the button?
Yeah.
All right. So what happens is the Ecto 2 comes to a stop. Pitons fold out and then bolt into the ground. Damn. And then the roof of the Ecto 2, a seam forms and then opens like this, and out comes the large proton gun that I get behind. I've been looking forward to seeing if this will actually work, guys. Here goes. And I put the goggles down.
Isn't that powered by a proton accelerator of its own? And
4 of them actually.
I'm gonna buy lead underwear next time we go on job.
Oh, you're sterile. You're sterile already. You'll be fine.
It's a free vasectomy. Think of it like that. It's just...
Wanted to have that.
All right,
option.
so Byron.
Yes.
How far away are you from the ship?
We are within our effective range right now, which is 200 yards, which I think is just at the range of the cannons.
Well, no, you said it was 200 yards for our proton packs, right?
Yeah, and this is a large proton gun too. So
whereas this should be like 4 times that. I feel with the size of it.
Again, this is the first time I'm firing it. Here's hoping it doesn't explode.
Well, Byron, for this,
you guys might want to actually get out and stand off to the side here for a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of the car.
I grab my proton pack and and a trap and get out of the car just in case that blows up too.
All right, what am I rolling, Tom?
I want you to roll a combined brains and cool for this.
I actually have fire weapon as a skill. Can I actually just use fire weapon?
You can add that.
So brains, cool, and fire weapon.
This is a very big, cool laser.
All right, cool. That's like 12 dice.
Big numbers go burr.
Big number go burr.
Big number do go burr.
Big number do go burr, and no ghost dice at the end.
All right. So first off, it doesn't explode. There are a number of weird sparks and electrical arches on spots throughout the entire car of a variety of colors. Yeah, if any of your characters have feelings, there's an uncomfortable hum in your jaw right now. To those of you who don't have feelings, when he turned it on, all of a sudden it's like, oh, lightning's about to strike. The hairs on your arm are just standing straight up, and shot immediately starts to arc. it starts off with a crack of thunder and a blinding light. You're all standing there in a bit of a daze, except for AJ, who brought his welding goggles.
You ever think sometimes... Does anyone else taste purple?
I'm seeing orange right now. Fuck you, Nobel.
Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah. Yes. That, except it's like a roaring thunder across this area of Detroit.
You're great.
Alright, so the arc strikes to the ship and past it as you do a large sweep and end up cracking through a bunch of the sails and the mast as it just pierces through whatever this is.
Man, I hope you didn't overshoot that.
Whoops.
All right.
I might have hit the governor's mansion behind it.
I
That's
need
good.
you to roll. Oh God, what would this be?
Did you hit Canada?
Actually, you know what? Byron, I want you to call it high or low.
Oh no.
Just gonna roll a d6, high or low.
Low.
All right.
Oh.
You strike this across, and you see you are hitting this ship. You get across a full beam, and then the laser just drops dead. Like, just shuts down. Dead.
Oh, am I out of power? What happened?
What do you... I'm gonna check the car battery.
There's
Oh,
no
it's dead.
way it's hooked up to
It's
the back.
dead. So, Byron, in game, you forgot one important factor. While yes, this is a proton pack, and on the ones you use in a portable devices, that's completely fine. It's very well agitated. When you scale that up, you forgot one factor, is that you've basically walking around with a portable nuclear accelerator, which does create quite an EMP field. It's shielded in the smaller ones, but when you get to something that size, it gets harder and harder to shield electronic devices from it.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So our PKE meters, our cell phones,
My camera.
our remote
Actually,
phone in the car.
The PKE meter might still work because it's fully mechanical.
Well, because only the traps and the guns are nuclear powered.
Yeah, they're all their own separate power supply.
Yeah.
The PKE meter might be fucked, and the EMF reader might just, even though it's fully mechanical, might also have just been fucked.
My camera's fully dead.
Camera's dead.
Sheila, your camera is fine because you're still running on film, remember?
Oh, right.
You might have a couple of
it's
exposed
like,
photos,
that's
though.
magnetic tape, though, isn't it? But it's not.
Magnetic
It's not
tape, though,
magnetic
so
tape.
the tape is gonna be dead.
Well, it's not
Alright, well-
magnetic tape, though. It's film tape. Like it's light. It's light based. It's old. It's old.
So I step down and I go, well, the good news is successful test. The bad news is I didn't shield properly and most of our electronic stuff is dead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, we saw that. We got to huff it now. Does anyone have a AAA membership? Anyone?
No.
To our...
In this economy?
In Detroit?
Look,
AAA laughs and goes, haha, fucker.
the problem is I don't want anyone to steal our fucking car.
In Detroit?
Yes.
You could,
Not working?
based on what AJ's told me, if you just lock the doors, there's pretty much guaranteed no one's going to be able to take any part of this vehicle.
Yeah.
Also, I think a good chunk of people are fleeing in absolute terror from this section of the city, as the equivalent of Godzilla's hyper beam has just gone off suddenly and, burning the landscape.
Oh, hold on. I think I got a sound for that one. It's just...
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
All right,
How's
lock
the
damn
ship looking
car.
out there, though?
So, as you turn over to the ship,
Did we sink it?
you see that the sails are, for lack of better terms, healing as the giant rips and tears are slowly kind of crunching back together, slowly, little bit by bit.
Tom, whose pirate flag
Yeah?
do I see? What pirate flag do I see?
You see a very stereotypical skull and crossbones.
Yeah, but they were made distinctive so you know which captain you were dealing with.
You see a exact skull and crossbones that you would see on a kid's dollar store, like a pirate costume.
Okay, cross swords or crossbones?
Crossbones.
Oh, I know who that is.
Sure.
Yeah.
Directly below that, you also see a new flag has been raised up, and it is a white flag with a blue slash through it.
What's that
As
one
the
mean?
As the historian, you know, typically a white flag of any kind usually means either surrender or negotiations.
They
Yeah,
would
just wanna
like
make
to
sure.
talk.
Okay, it's not Jack Rackham. All right.
It's a bunch of dead LARPers.
Well, they're dead now.
Tom, bones over the cross or under the cross?
Behind the cross.
Okay, that's Richard Worley.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I'm looking at the flags now. Because thankfully, it is not Jack Rackham, because I didn't want to fight the women in his harem.
I'm sorry, Tom. I'm trying real hard not to meta for this one.
Don't worry, it's going to be real fun.
Hasbro.
So, do you guys want to go to the pirate ship, or do you want to try and get into the fort? What do you guys want to do?
The white flag with the blue slash through it. What does that mean typically?
Looking it up.
Negotiations or surrender.
Negotiations or surrender.
Okay.
Usually, any white flag with a stripe or variant like that in naval terms usually means like a timeout, for lack of better terms. It could be negotiations, it could be surrender, it could be, do you want to trade? It's like, you know.
Just like, oh, hey, hold the fuck on a minute.
Yeah.
All right, let's go negotiate. Who's our best talker in the group?
Oh.
I believe
That's me.
that would be your psychic phone operator. Connell.
Okay.
You okay, Sam?
Well, because I also have 7d6 for charm.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
well then,
If
it's
you wanted
between the
to-
two of you then.
Dude, the door's so open, this door is, if you want to get in on it and talk to them. Absolutely take the floor. Go for it.
Sure.
All right. So as you walk your way over to this pirate ship, you get closer and closer, and as you do, you do realize there's a lot of inaccuracies with this ship that don't make sense.
Such as?
None of you are actually sailors, I'm going to go on a limb here and say, but most of you can figure out that, you know, there should be a lot more ropes on this thing. The sails are just that. They're just sails. Like, there's none of the wooden stripping to actually keep the sails in place. It's also not nearly deep enough in the water. It looks almost as if it only goes down like a foot underneath the water and curves sharply. It's just not making a lot of sense.
Sorry, my brain was just like, and there's 2 sets of floors. It's just like.
I have so many questions.
Alright, so you get closer until eventually you're actually within shouting distance. And you hear a voice go like, "Hello, Latin lovers! Welcome aboard!" As the gangplank is just dropped for you guys to go up.
Is it corporeal?
It has a faint green glow all around it. But, you know, a quick foot test shows, like, you know, yeah, that's solid wood-ish.
I'll just stay here on the dock. You go get him, Sheila.
Oh, great. Thanks, guys.
We believe in you. We're feminists. Go be your own girl boss.
Girls get it done.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going up.
I guess I'll go up as backup. Proton gun in hand.
All right, so the two of you go up the ramp. It bows and buckles a little bit as you get up, and you step to the top of the ramp. As you get there, it is exactly what you think of when you think of a pirate ship. Large wooden beams, barrels randomly in certain spots, ropes hung around the edges, and all that. And directly across from you, facing towards the river, is about what you guess is a man, about 6 foot, wearing a long, traditional pirate cloak, hat, the whole thing. Turns around and goes, "Welcome to the Jolly Roger!"
No, shut up. Tom, no, shut the fuck up. No, God damn it.
What?
God.
Long John Silver.
Come on over here. Come here.
No! 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 It can't be! That can't be!
I don't want to trap this guy.
If there are ghost Muppets on this boat, I'm going to hurt you somehow.
How? How?
Erie, you're not on this scene. You can't ask questions. You have to wait for them to come back.
The
So,
question is,
hands on his hip.
is
And he
Tim
goes,
Curry-
"Welcome to the Jolly Roger. I think we have much to talk about."
The question is Tim Curry canon in this universe?
We've had 2 previous incarnations of Tim Curry.
I know.
Okay? What's a third?
Oh,
At some point we have to do it where where Frankenfurter and Nauticus were exes.
Well, how do you like your curry? Mild, medium, or hot?
Horny.
Horny.
Also, Darkness from Legend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sam, he turns to Sheila and goes like, "Welcome aboard, my lady. I am the Grey Ghost at your service."
Cool. What did you want?
The Grey Ghost, he said?
Yes, the Grey Ghost. Sorry, Sam, did you say something? I couldn't hear you.
What did you want to parlay about?
I couldn't help but notice your laser death cannon and feel a little immaculated. But at the same time, I thought, perchance we could be allies.
Well, on the one hand, you're a ghost.
That I am!
And I'm not gonna lie, we're the Ghostbusters.
Oh, it doesn't have to strain our relationship.
Kinda does, just a tiny bit.
What an unusual direction this game's gone in.
Little bit. So,
How's those brain cells you're cobbling together, Sam?
it's not good.
Yeah.
I'm just
You guys
saying,
want to join them on the ship now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying,
Jesus and curries!
it might, we might need to figure out a bit, just, what exactly are you doing here in this particular part of land?
Well, if you must know, I'm trying to save my friends.
From...
Some foul, horrible little imp has kidnapped my precious little darling and imprisoned her in that fortress of woes.
Is she
Points
a
over
pig?
to Fort Wayne.
Is she a tiny pig? Is that what this is?
For forgive me. I have not properly introduced myself. Hello, I'm the Grey Ghost. Gary, I want you to roll a knowledge check here.
I don't want to. I don't want to know what's forbidden.
So wait, are you saying that the Yen Rouge has your girl in that fort?
And many of my other dear friends. Any ghost that wouldn't go along with his diabolical plans he has imprisoned there.
How did
Gary?
you get here?
Mike.
Yeah.
You know about the Grey Ghost. The Grey Ghost is, like, it is a ghost, but it's bordering on folklore of a couple of ghost ships that have sailed up and down the Detroit River from the age of Prohibition. The Grey Ghost is a notorious rum runner. And it's kind of like a Blackbeard ship scenario where no one knows anything about the Grey Ghost, but they've seen ghost ships going up and down this river, and it's only really been seen since the age of Prohibition.
I don't know what to do with this information. I convey it to the group. I'm somewhat overwhelmed by the situation.
You're never whelmed. You're just overwhelmed.
You know, it's been a day. We time traveled, we fought the Purple Gang, and now we're dealing with a literal cryptid ghost.
Perhaps I should explain a little further. I'm not exactly a conventional ghost, as it were. I am what's known as a collective entity.
Yeah.
Is it collectively true?
Everyone believes in the Grey Ghost, but no one knows anything about the Grey Ghost. So I am what people believe me to be, and when they hear about a ghost running a boat, they assume pirate. And so I am the greatest pirate of them all.
So that's where this comes from. That's why there's all these inconsistencies in the boat. Because people who imagine this wouldn't imagine, like, correct details.
Indeed, sir.
So you're a Gestalt entity as well as the ship.
An astute individual. A fine crew you must be.
Now we do our best. So what you're saying is, if we end up going into that fort and liberating your pirate buddies and your love, you will leave and never come back? Is that what we're getting here?
Nonsense. That foul imp has irked me and my beloved. It is the sworn oath of any noble pirate to exact revenge. So if I get my friends back, I plan to go on a horrible tirade against him.
Yes, but this is our city, and we are trying to
no
stop...
ill will against your city, sir. I merely wish to hurt the imp.
Ah, yes, the imp.
So you've had foul dealings with that wretched little Nine Rouge as well.
He sucked.
Dude fucking sucks.
He's just the worst.
And might I propose an alliance? I shall do you and your city no harm if you free my friends and my beloved Susan.
Does everyone want to huddle up real quick?
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Hang on, give us 1 sec.
I shall give you a moment's privacy. To the crow's nest! He just grabs a rope and, like, gently zooms up.
What an odd man.
What a strange man.
And yet, probably one of the straightest pirate ships we've ever been on.
We've never been on a pirate ship. This is the only one.
Some more.
That you're going to admit to.
I mean, it stands.
Okay. All right. Everyone ready for the pros cons list?
I mean,
Sure.
Okay. Pro. We don't actually have a way to get to the fort without walking there. Con. He's a ghost. Pro. Would be an extra pair of hands to help us. Con. I think he's checking one of us out.
Is it you?
No.
Damn it.
All of you!
Pro. Covenants with ghosts usually are pretty locked in. Con, we are the Ghostbusters.
So we give him a head start after we're done?
Yeah. Oh, Pro, he also wants to fight the Neon Rouge.
Yeah, you know what? I want to give that little son of a bitch a black eye, too.
Yeah. I hate to say it, guys, but I think the pros outweigh the cons unless anyone can think of anything else.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm stumped for cons. Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
And break.
Break.
As the DM, I should also point out to you, as Ghostbusters, you do know that there are neutral ghosts and beneficial ghosts, as well as just negative ones. There are many ghosts that have hauntings that are just beneficial, like would actually help out the people that live in the area, or some that are just there. Not every ghost is bad.
Yes, but we are the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And we have to catch the ghosts.
Plus, they
So
make
working
you feel
with,
good.
we're not the work with the ghosters. So this is going to be difficult for us.
You know, when you call for an exterminator to get the bugs out of your house, he doesn't just kill the bad bugs. He kills all the bugs.
Hmm.
You know? We do have a reputation in this town as being the most reliable municipal service available.
We are?
We are.
Yes.
We're
yes,
more
you
reliable
are.
than the cops in the fire department.
Yep.
Yeah, they can rely on us to destroy more and more of the city as we keep going.
Also true. But we do also get the ghosts.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's why we're paid and paid very well.
Yeah. We are
Well,
one of the
I
few
mean-
private subsidies that does work out.
Yes, yeah, you get to live in Detroit, so, you know, it comes at a very steep cost to your soul.
Yeah.
That is
And
true.
I'm assuming Gary probably has a lot of heart problems at this point from the constant stress and time travel.
You know, it isn't great. All right, who wants to tell them that we're working with them?
My head immediately cranes to Sheila.
Hey, so, ghost captain, gray ghost person?
At that point, all you hear is, "On my way!" as he jumps out of the crow's nest, pulls out a dagger, and like Errol Flynn's all the way down the sails to you.
I can't be
What an
good
odd
for the
fellow.
sales.
Drops like in
I
a
love how-
superhero knee, spins around, and immediately takes the Captain Morgan pose on a nearby barrel. So, what have you decided on? Merry accompaniment.
I love how the fact that we have now made Errol Flynning a fucking verb.
Yeah.
Errol Flynn
know
is
what?
100% a verb.
You know, no. We're gonna specify. This is Captain Blooding. This isn't Errol Flynning because Errol Flynn's a piece of shit.
True.
Yes.
So Captain Blood this, yes, but not Errol Flynn.
I think we have an accord of working together to fight against the guy, the imp. Just leave Detroit alone, please. That's all we ask.
I swear on my honor as a pirate and a gentleman, no harm shall come to you, Detroit, or its citizens.
Cool.
I only want to scour the foul imp.
Thank you.
Very well. Then allies we shall be, and he extends a hand.
Alright, cool.
There's nothing I like more than a hot, crisp crust.
Did you see Sheila? She's just like finger gunning. She's like, cool.
Very well. Then I propose a new form of attack. I shall swing the mighty Jolly Roger farther down the Detroit River, blasting old cannons at the fort, drawing their attention and their fire, giving you the chance to sneak your merry way inside.
I
What an
mean,
odd fellow.
Yeah, in lieu of a sane plan, an insane plan works just as good.
All right, let's do it. I have no words.
All right, so you all exit off in the gangplank. The minute you step off, the plank just withdraws back into the ship. And almost like a cartoon, all you hear is, tally-ho! As the ship literally lurches up to like a 30-degree angle and just starts moving forward.
The thing that people seem to forget is that Tim Curry basically is a Muppet, so...
Yeah.
I absolutely love that in Muppet Treasure Island, Tim Curry was like, I am also a Muppet, and I'm going to play this up like crazy. And then in A Muppet Christmas Carol, Michael Caine was like, I'm going to play this as serious as a fucking car crash.
Yeah,
And it worked.
Michael Caine
It
played it straight.
Yeah.
Christmas Carol.
I will treat this like a Royal Shakespeare Company production.
Yep.
Let's all hug. Just ridiculous Muppets. But yes. So the Jolly Roger has gone, just around the bend of the Detroit River, and you start hearing just cannons and musket fire galore as, I guess, a battle is emerging.
So I from just in behind my proton pack, Tom, I pull out like a little whiteboard that's got like a marker on it, and it currently has 115 days since the last weird shit we saw. I wipe out the 115 and just put a 0 there.
Why was it 115, considering
How
the
did
fact that we literally
How did
can't
we get to 115?
Like, we can't...
I've been spending more time in my lab than you guys have been outside, so that's why it was at 115.
No, we went to
Byron.
fucking time!
Byron, less than a week ago, like 4 days max, you were in the 1600s.
I didn't remember that.
Byron's like, that doesn't count, it's fine.
I didn't
old
remember
man
any of that,
time-tagger.
and therefore neither did my character.
I'm wearing a necklace that lets me talk to a warlock who only talks in capital letters. This isn't weird at all.
I don't think the New York Ghostbusters have to deal with this shit.
Imagine, if you will, a man who had a caps lock stuck on.
And yeah, that was Warlock Willie.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So, do you guys make your way towards the fort?
Yeah.
Sam?
My brother wrote, it all happened in the past, so the day count is still accurate.
Aha!
Yeah.
Look, I repressed it just like all the other trauma. How's that sound?
All right. On to our pirate Civil War adventure.
All right. So, are you making your way towards the fort?
Yes.
Yeah, we're taking out the Confederate ghosts first, I'm just saying.
So, technically not Confederates. These would be more Yankees. This is the northern end of the area.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even that much of a Civil War fort. It was never really used. It was a training facility in the Civil War.
Still had a high body count, so I expect much of a great deal of incompetent ghosts.
Single soldier has never been killed in the fort.
Wait, what?
Everybody that died here died of disease or natural causes.
Yeah.
No one, I'm sorry. No one died in the fort as a result of armed conflict.
Yeah.
Nope.
As far as the research I've done, all the deaths on there have been entirely because of disease, mostly. Like, it's been a triage center, a training facility. There might have been the occasional odd one during, like, cannon practice. I guess. I can't find a record of it.
How you doing, Chief?
I think I have a fever, or I'm upset, or both.
Probably both.
Probably both. Detroit has that effect on some people.
God fucking damn it. All right. God, Jesus Christ.
All right. So, as you get closer and closer to the fort, You also kind of remember a couple facts about this place. It is a fort, mostly in name only at this point.
Yeah.
Because it is a tourist attraction in modern-day Detroit.
Yeah.
So where there were defenses, there now aren't. Where there was a big, massive gate that would stop intruders, there is now not. There is a fence and a little booth. In retrospect, there's really nothing stopping you from just entering this fort.
Is there a guy at the ticket counter?
Do you want there to be a guy at the ticket counter?
No, I'm just erring on the side of
The
caution.
guy named Steve, he's like, hey, it's gonna be like $10 to get in here, I'm sorry.
Just pull out my proton accelerator and just go, get the fuck off.
Hello and welcome to historic Fort Wayne. Here's a pamphlet.
Thank you.
I waved the PKE meter in front of him. Is he human? Get the fuck out of the way. Get the fuck out of the way.
Alright, he's just in shock from the, Godzilla blast happening 10 minutes ago.
You're welcome!
Alright, so you are now in historic Fort Wayne. Towards the shores of the sea, you can literally see about 30 figures constantly running up and around over the wall. And just running and screaming at the top of their lungs. Fuck you, sandwich! We're not giving up! Yeah, fuck the sandwiches!
Sandwiches?
Gary,
Okay, good.
knowledge check.
I, for a moment, was like, did I stroke out and just, miss a whole bunch of context about sandwiches?
History?
History.
17.
Based on their uniforms, you can tell this is from the earliest rendition of the fort.
Okay.
During its creation, near the beginning of, America's beginning as a country.
Yeah.
The closest fort and occupation point at this point was the town of Sandwich in Canada, which would eventually become Windsor.
Fuck off.
So by screaming, fuck the sandwiches, these people think British Canada is invading.
Fuck that. That can't be real. I gotta look that
Sorry,
up.
Balthus, it's not a BLTs. In fact, there was a town called Sandwich.
100% real, Mike. I'm sorry to break down Windsor, Ontario. Grew and annexed the town of Sandwich at one point, but Sandwich was the closest settlement to this fort when it was built.
Canada annexed the town of Sandwich?
Windsor. It was another town I just got big enough.
So not Canada as a nation, but the town of Windsor.
Yes.
Oh my god.
There it is on Google Maps. What the fuck, man?
And then he said unto his friend, I don't want to know things anymore.
You okay there, Mike? You looked like Connell about 5 minutes ago.
I don't know how to feel about the fact that. Let's just get through this. I don't know what to say. I'm very sick. I don't have the brain to laugh at this like I normally would. I'm just doing my best to be the historical guy, and my brain has new facts in it now. I know normally I'm the shithead going, here's more info. It's not working today.
Because the info is more ridiculous than any lie I could come up with, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because now you have about 30 guys in uniforms screaming, "Fuck sandwiches! Yeah, fuck the sandwiches!"
Well,
BLT these nuts. Boom!
Yeah. Fire it up.
that was Byron. That was almost a D's nuts joke.
It was a decent.
I'm so proud of you.
Rolling moves?
I mean, there's 30 of them, and they're currently completely distracted by the Grey Ghost bombardment. And they're also, on the opposite end of the fort.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, to your right is a main big long barracks hall, which is one of the only buildings left of the fort. It's burnt down a few times for a multitude of reasons. So it's one of the only historic buildings left. The other parts are a museum, which we are not touching, as I've said, the information booth, which you just passed, and the entrance to the tunnels, which is a network that's underneath the fort, and a series of basement stuff.
Oh, fuck
Sorry,
off.
my brain kicked back to a different fucking Detroit fact. Is it burned down because that's where the wooden stove was?
I don't think so, Sam. This is just the third fort.
So many things.
So many things.
Right. So, PK meter towards the barracks. Is there a higher degree of spiritual energy coming from there or from the tunnels?
You're getting like a 6.5 from the barracks and a 9.99999 from the tunnels.
Larger concentrations in the tunnels of psychokinetic energy.
Okay. What does the imp want with all of these other ghosts? Do you think? Maybe he's doing some kind of ritual?
I mean, it stands to reason, right? He's been
but what
collecting. I mean, we've got the spirit guide with us right here, right now. RJ, why don't you take a look and see if there were any kind of rituals that took place in this city that were either not completed or were stopped prematurely. Because I know RJ's the Tobin Spirit Guides researcher type person.
No, Will, we do not need to catch them all.
I mean, again, if you want to roll, if you want to see if there's anything that strikes your memory. I think, brains?
Who's rolling?
This would be Connell?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm just trying to find it on my sheet. Sorry.
Oh, it's just brains.
It's just brains?
Brains are
Okay.
occult. Brains are occult.
Oh,
occult's got.
He's got 17.
I've got 6 in occult, so let's do that. It's an 18.
Based on your past experience, you start coming up with a possible theory. It's nothing for certain, because there's not a set ritual that you know of that took place in this area that just failed or anything like that. But you've noticed a pattern, and you're starting to question maybe it's not just random and maybe this makes sense, is that a lot of the ghosts you guys have fought up till now seem to have like a brand or a collar on them in one way or another. And anytime you try and investigate it afterwards, whatever ritual runes on that have faded, so it just turns back into just a strip of leather afterwards, and it's just a collar.
Mm-hmm.
That is odd.
Trying to enslave a bunch of ghosts, make a ghost army.
Yeah, but for what though?
Fuck, it's genius.
I mean
Why didn't
I mean that level of psychokinetic energy stands to reason. He's trying to either create or summon something big.
He's using all the ghosts.
But why? Brannigan's no mad dog killer. He is up to something.
Well, it was like that whole Ivo Shandor thing back in New York. That's why there was that concentration of energy, right, at that one building, so that way they could summon something big and bring a Gozer.
If you could focus enough active spirits into a location, then you can use that to try and breach the veil into another world like the realm of Gozer. Do we think they're going after the same entity, or maybe they're going after something else?
So I'm going to check history. Historically, what is the Nian Rouge known for going after?
Historically? Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you also got a closer look at those leather straps too, RJ. Did the ruins before they leave? Did they look like Sumerian, Cyrillic, or Sanskrit?
Can I do an occult roll and see if I recall anything?
Yes, you can. All right, so I'm gonna do Mike's and then yours. Okay, Connell?
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah.
Rouge is known, as legend goes, and from your own experiences, it's said that Cadillac literally saw this thing on the side of the road, kicked it out of the way, and ever since then it has been just coming into Detroit anytime before disaster or any kind of horrible event that happens within the Detroit area, and it's why it's always been an omen of ill will. It's why that every year they have a mass parade to make sure that this thing stays out of Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
It's more known as an omen of bad times, and it's never directly associated with any horrible event. If anything, it's more of a joke most of the time. Connell?
Yeah.
You know, some of the sigils had to be Sumerian, but most of them you knew were not Sumerian. It was like a mishmash of a couple things. Some of the sigils you thought you recognized a little bit, but it looked
like
it's like if someone wrote English but it was upside down. So it's like I kind of see bits of it, and I kind of maybe know you don't get it. You also didn't get a good look at it. You just got a glance.
Yeah, I didn't really get a chance to study it before the runes faded out, but yes, Mickey Dicky, the imp is in fact like Mothman. And the thing is, a lot of people believe that the imp is if you see them, then it's right before some calamitous thing happens, but they never believe that the imp is directly related to the calamitous thing that happens. But it's possible that they have been, that the imp has been directly related to a lot of the calamitous things that are going on. People just haven't been able to directly make the connection because they don't have proof, because he's a cryptid. Fuck. Okay. Well, let's get in there and see if we can find more information with if we can find one of the collars while it's active on a ghost, then we can get a closer look at it before we take it off.
Here, I hand you the spare pair of the ectovisors. This will allow you to see the ethereal stuff as well as night vision.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Yep.
I'll try to.
Are you going to use them? Okay. You know what, Connell?
Yes.
I want you to roll your occult again.
Okay, I'm gonna roll that. I don't have any other talents or traits that can be used.
You can spend brownie points on this as well.
Yeah, you know what? How does the brownie point system work again?
1-to-1.
1-to-1. You have 20 points.
Dice.
You can use them when you want them.
And it adds a dice per point?
Yes.
Yep.
I would like to spend 3 points.
All right.
All right. Let's do it. Fucking 35.
Yeah.
Okay. So while you're doing a scan of the area, you suddenly notice a shit ton of stuff that you didn't see before with the naked eye. Area you are walking on is literally humming with paranormal activity. Around every single one of the walls, you now see that there's massive, ritual runes of warding on all the exterior walls, going in a complete circle around you, and a big, large one that's semi-complete at the gate, as if it can be turned on and off with a bit of chalk. Soldiers that
keep something out or keep something in?
You don't know. The soldiers that are across the way fighting, you can see they look, they're ghosts clearly, but around their neck is a bright, shining blue thing you can assume is a collar. You also see you also see a big iron gate blocking what was the tunnel entrance, which is now lined glowing green, with a big ass lock in the center of it.
Colin the Lorian just said, shit's on it.
Shit's haunted. Load's got.
Yeah. It's one of the most haunted areas in Detroit. I chose it for a reason.
Moon's haunted. Fuck. All right, so it looks like there is a large warding circle that has been put around this location. There is an incomplete sigil at the entrance to allow them to basically turn on and off the warding circle around this area, the fort. I don't know if it's intended to keep something out or in, but currently it is inactive. There are a bunch of these 1812 ghosts, but they've all got collars on, from what I can see, and there's a big-ass gate that's down there that's got a lock on it that's supercharged with ghost energy, and it goes somewhere. Do you all want to go check out that gate?
Yeah.
I feel like the gate's important.
Yeah.
I super feel like the gate's important.
And there's less, ghosts with muskets running around down there.
We
There's
hope,
a
but yeah.
chance the gray ghost's girlfriend, wife,
Susan.
his Susan, is behind that gate.
Could be.
So, this is just getting my heckles up as a character.
Well, let's try it.
Okay. Those of you without visors, you walk towards basically just public entrance to the tunnels, which lead through the walls and the underground sections of Fort Wayne. And it's a gate. It needs a new coat of paint. It's a little rusty. With the visors, this thing is glowing, bright green with energy. It is currently locked with a steel bolt lock.
All right, so how do you guys want to play this?
I mean, none of us have any lockpicking skills that I'm aware of. We do have these really great proton packs that have pretty much seen us through everything else.
Real quick, just gonna pick up a little rock off the ground, and just hup. Let's just toss it against the gate, see what happens.
Goes through the iron bars, the gate.
I want to try to touch the bars with it.
Okay.
Okay, it bounces off.
It bounces off. Okay. All right.
That's promising.
And we can't jump the gate, right?
No.
It's the tunnel entrance. It's about this big, and it's a steel gate.
Yeah. It fills the thing. Okay. Well, do we want to try to pick that lock, or do we want to light it up? How you guys feeling? Go get him, Gary.
Thank you. I'm going to
All right,
shoot
Gary?
using my moves. I am feeling optimistic. Things have gone really well for us. I feel like this will work out well for me. 11.
Gary, you give the old 1-2.
Yeah.
When no one's around. You go up nice and close to the lock. You're like,
Yes.
this is gonna be a great day. And as quick as you can, you turn your pack on and off, just to make an arc.
Yeah.
Pull the gun back, and the lock is smoldering. Metal is waiting, and then it flops open.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. Kick open the gate.
Gate opens.
This is public property, and we excel at its destruction.
You know what? This is a minimal thing for us. We didn't burn the building down. Quite frankly, I think we're doing well.
Yet.
You know what? Yeah, you guys are doing good, except for the new trench you dug into the other side of the river.
I consider that a new potential dock for someone to dock their boat at. Thank you.
It's beachside property. It's so expensive. We did him a favor. It's great.
Yeah.
Let's get in there.
All right, so you enter the dark underbelly of Fort Wayne. Gary, you would go on to elaborate and say, like, yeah, this is one of the most haunted parts of the forts. People, reported hearing people marching and talking, and, occasionally someone feels like someone grabbed them on the shoulder. As you're saying this, you're hearing muskets and cannons blast off on the other side of the fort, followed by their
really a
occasional,
place that
"It's
excels
sandwiches!"
in ambience. It's kind of a subtle creepiness.
Fucking Canadians invading our land!
Oh, this is timely, Tom. Way to go.
Yes.
Topical.
I had this plan long before this shit happened down south.
Elbows up.
Elbows up, everybody.
Elbows up. No. As you're creeping along to the tunnels, you're keeping the KG out, and it's just maxed. It's not moving. It is just steadily maxed. Gonna look through the visor at all?
I do. I have one, and Connell has the other. I shrink the reticles on my visor down, so that way I'm not being completely blinded by the. I go just like this. You'll shrink the reticles, and you won't be blinded using the visor.
He takes the visor off for a second, and he's got like a little tan, on his face there. He's just like, what?
Well, you see me pull off my welding goggles. You see how my face is tan from the proton gun.
Yeah. You have a reverse tan.
Sunburn. You're sunburned. You're like flash burn from the gun.
You're all tanned on the outside, and I'm tanned on the inside.
Ah!
Yeah.
Hey, look! I'm a reverse raccoon.
So you guys looking through these tunnels, and there's a lot of ritual warding spells on these walls all over the place. Not quite as strong as the ones you saw on the walls, but a lot. They're more deterring rituals ones, so that ghosts can't pass through them.
Oh, okay. So it's just to stop ghosts from passing through this area. So this could be a ghost prison. Do I have the ability to just cross out one of the sigils and break it?
Yeah.
That was easy.
Do you want to?
Yeah. I'm just gonna walk up to it, pick up a loose rock if I can on the ground, and just start scratching across one of the symbols.
As you do, to Gary and Sheila from the outside, seeing RJ just pick up a rock and scratch the walls.
Yeah.
And it just looks weird. To him, you see literally as you scratch through, the runes fade and just become lines.
Okay. All right. There were some runes here that I've crossed out, and I think it has potentially released ghost prisoners. I don't know how to feel about that. I've just realized that maybe there are other ghost prisoners here that we should have been setting free.
Well, it is either we've done a good thing, or we're going to be busy for the next several weeks. Either way, with fun.
Yeah.
Creeping along down the tunnel, you eventually do spot an actual, I don't want to say prison cell, but it was very clearly like a storage room at one point.
Yeah.
And there is a ghost inside. It is sitting in the middle of the room. What looks to be like it's bored out of its mind. It's just sitting there staring. It's got its back to the door at this point, and you recognize it as an old form.
As an old what?
As an old, late Civil War era uniform.
North or south?
North.
Okay.
Yeah, Union.
Union, yeah.
I've been streaming Red Dead Redemption 2, and I've been shooting a lot of Confederates lately. So,
and they deserve it.
Yep.
Yeah, good game.
Oh man. All right, so what do we do?
I don't know.
You are free, sir.
Go and do good.
Are you letting them out?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like stand aside and be like,
The soldier in question stands up, walks over, and go, free?
"You are free."
Avantier.
You're not with that stupid little thing?
No, we are not with the stupid little creature. We have been sent by your friend who is a boat.
The soldier looks at you as if you just dribbled all over yourself.
Yeah, are you friends with the pirate? The Grey Ghost?
Yeah.
What?
Are you of the Grey Ghost? No? Okay. So,
No?
an unrelated prisoner. All right. Well, I mean, Satine, he's on the boat, but the boat is also ghostly, so, like, he is the boat.
You know what? I don't really care about this. Let me introduce myself. Hello. My name is Private Franklin Thompson. You know what? Fuck that. No. I'm gonna give you my real name. My real name is Sarah Edmonds. Gary, you know this ghost. You know this person because it's one of the weirdest things about this fort.
Googling it.
Oh,
Sarah.
weirder things about this fort.
Sarah.
Sarah Edmonds. Edmonds.
All right.
Actually, properly infiltrated and was part of the Union Army for 4 years under the alias Franklin Thompson. Rose 3 ranks over the course of her
hell
career.
Yeah. Oh, they're cool.
I don't know what's going on, or who you people are, or why I'm even here. I was at rest until recently, as I'm learning. Apparently, I died a while back.
Yep.
Yes.
1898 in La Porte, Texas.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be here.
No.
So, I'm gonna leave?
Yeah.
Quickly, do we see one of those collars?
There is not a collar on her.
Oh.
Okay.
But you... Are there still other soldiers out there?
There
Yes.
are currently soldiers topside fighting, and they are brainwashed. They are under someone's nefarious control. We're trying to
It's very
solve that
diabolical.
problem. What are they doing here? The soldier person. Gary.
Rouge has tricked them. They think that they are guarding the fort as they did in active duty.
Okay.
So anything that comes towards the fort, they're attacking.
Yeah.
Unless the commanding officer is escorting a prisoner down into this hellhole.
Who's the CO?
Foul red imp with a black beard and horns. And sometimes he takes the form of a tall, orange-haired man in a suit.
Oh, the mayor.
Oh, shit. Hold up. Wait, hold on. The mayor is the Neon Rouge?
Is that the mayor?
I mean, in the future.
No, we
I
didn't know
think-
that he was the Neon Rouge. That was a hint. I
Nope.
think Tom's revealing it now.
You guys now... She draws a quick sketch, and you immediately go, that is the mayor.
That is in fact the mayor. Okay, shit.
Oh, I liked him. I voted for him, I think.
Shit. We all voted.
You all voted for him.
He's so
he
handsome.
likes the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And he took us off the board so that way you can cause all of this.
God damn it. Can anyone like us and not be evil?
I mean, I like us and I'm not evil.
Yeah, I know,
Listen,
but you're part of us.
You just dug a
I'm gonna
trench
go-
on the other side of the river. Let's
Enough
hold
about
off
the
on
French.
that.
Enough about the French.
Sarah just goes, I'm gonna go and try and help my friends. To be very careful. He took something terrifying down the hall. I didn't get a look at it, but it was big. And
So like further
scary.
in you went. There's
Further
there.
in.
Okay, so this is not a dead end. The room that we're in.
She explains that if you continue down, there's gonna be more cells of ghosts that haven't been interred yet. And at the very end is the main room.
All right. Okay, you go try to help your friends. Actually, if you go topside and start trying to help your friends, that might alert the bad guy to our presence. If we could ask you to stay your actions for just a moment while we continue to sneak down along here, free the rest of the prisoners so that you could try like a prisoner revolt while we engage whatever's at the end of the hallway at the same time. How does that sound? Is that a good plan?
She salutes you and goes, send the last one with orders and we'll midday rush.
All right. Team, let's sneak. Sneak time.
She runs back the way you came, and she'll just hang out by the entrance.
Like everyone else is just like, yeah, and she was just like, okay.
All right, you guys gonna continue down the hall?
Yeah, opening up cells.
All right, as you're going, you're just going along, and you're just scratching the doors of the cells, just getting rid of the runes, and ghosts from different eras and ages, and a lot of them don't belong in this fort. Gary, you're pretty sure there's some that are actually urban legends from outside of Detroit.
Oh shit, he's collecting cryptids.
You're in a bit of a rush.
Okay.
Yeah, some of them.
See any Mothman in
that
here?
might have been a cryptid, might have been just a weird ass ghost, but it said, "Thank you for your assistance," and then kept walking.
Is it Mothman or is it the Great Space Moth?
You know what? One of them's going to be Mothman, because we haven't had Mothman proper. So, you hear one of them is just... No, it's going to be... Thank you for your assistance. I shall engage the enemy upon your request. As it walks and creeps down the hall.
Man, that Mothman... Man, that Mothman is caked up.
What if they had both?
There.
They had
I wasn't planning on it, but you got Mothman.
If they had both Mothman and the Great Space Moth, the Great Space Moth was just there by accident. He's just like, oh,
I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
I was lured in by candy.
And lights. It's not my finest moment.
Man, that Mothman's caked up like Nightwing. Holy shit.
That's America's ass.
Eventually, after several fun ghosts that I can make up later,
you
reach the end of the hall, and as you've crept down this further and further along, you've realized that
Tingle from Wind Waker,
the hallway,
those guys.
The tunnel you're going down has to have been made recently. This has long stopped being part of the fort, and this has been become a new development at some point. You can only assume because it has to have been made while you were gone in the past at some point.
Mm-hmm.
It's much, much bigger than it has any right to be. Strangely big.
Seems the mayor's been doing some development down here while we've been gone.
Finally, you reach the end, and it literally just comes to a door at the end of a tunnel. All of you who have fillings feel a very familiar tingling sensation as you get closer to this door, similar to AJ's cannon from the beginning.
Wise.
Uh-huh.
What is?
I will roll my mechanical repair to see what is going on.
My teeth are wiggling.
In fact, I'll add 3 brownie points to that too, Tom.
All right.
Oh, I got ghost dice at the end, so 30.
Oh, boo.
36 though.
Don't, because I got the ghost dice, you don't figure out what this is, but you instantly recognize several key important facts. You just learned that the mayor is the Rouge. Mayor actively supported the Ghostbusters for several years, increasing funding towards technology and research. You got a personal grant from the mayor for many times to advance containment technology.
Oh no, he's also seen my blueprints.
Had real access to all of your information because he was a major sponsor and a political figure. so he would have had access to all the Ghostbusters research and database.
And my patent, son of a bitch!
What you're feeling right now, you last experienced when you were dealing with a containment beam of overwhelming power.
So the New York one before it blew.
Not more like that, more like a giant photon beam, like the same blast you had earlier. So that's the last time you felt this. Those are the thoughts going through your head. And if you, Byron, can figure that out, feel free to use it. AJ hasn't put the dots together yet.
Yeah, like... Okay, I need to check one more thing. I pulled the PKE meter, and I need to see if the frequency that's coming off of this humming area is different than the PKE is detecting from ghosts.
Okay. High or low, Byron?
We'll go low again. Damn!
Because of the EMP earlier, you can't confirm that. But you will be able to afterwards.
He's designed something that's working on the same principles and theories.
Okay.
But if he's not targeting ghosts with it,
The hell else is there?
there's us.
I was hoping that was wrong. Not the answer.
And we all have an electric charge in us too that operates on a frequency. We have a bioelectric charge. So if he's managed to find a way to align a proton beam to the electrical charge humans, this could be bad.
Mm-hmm.
This is theory, because this is something that Spengler put in his notes. It was always a possibility that it could happen. But, oh, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
All right. Do you go through the door?
Let's do it.
I don't have much of a choice. We go through.
Give the ghosts the signal to start getting crazy, and then head on through.
All right. A variety of ghosts and strange things start causing a mass ruckus above you. And you go through the solid iron doors.
Let's do this.
Inside is a very, very large room, surprisingly large considering you're underground and deep beneath a historic building.
Mm-hmm.
The room is eerily lit, set up as just as spooky as you can imagine. There's a variety of technology that you can directly associate. We have that at the office. We have a containment station. There's a charging station for proton packs. There's also magic and dark arc implements scattered all over the area. Large tables with runes. And in the center of the room, there's a large wooden crate with spotlights put on it. And with crowbar in hand, is a small, horrible little imp. Just going, all right, just a little more, just a little more. Work with me, baby, work with me, work up. That's not working, that's really stuck. Has not spotted you yet.
Okay, do we take him by surprise, or...
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let's sneak right up on him.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Tom, I think we want to sneak down.
Okay. You all get first action because you are sneaking.
Cool. Can we just...
I can go distract him first. And then you guys go... I'll go one way, you go to the other way. And then sneak up, and I'll go like, hey, fucker. We have 2 redeems for normal successes, by the way.
I'm gonna take one to use my proton pack. And use it to light up the neon.
Sam, use the other one for your roll.
Sure.
Just because we know your history with roll 20 rolls.
Yeah.
Alright, I can use my attract attention skill, which gives me 66. And I'll use 2 brownie points, so it'll make it 8.
All right.
It's 29.
29. All right. So how exactly are you trying to distract this thing?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? She says. Oh, I know what's in the box. Wait a minute. What are you doing? What are you doing here? How do you know what's in the box?
I attracted attention, guys. It is your turn.
Roast him!
Light up!
All right. Roll your moves for attacks.
I'm spending 5 brownie points to give me 10 dice on fire weapon.
Do it up.
26!
Nice.
We just roll moves by itself? We don't add anything to it?
If you have a specialization in firing your weapon, you would add that.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, like I have the fire weapon skill, so.
Do we all have 20 brownie points, or is that for the whole table?
We all have.
You all each have 20 brownie points.
Okay. I would like to spend 7 more brownie points, if I may.
Yes, you may.
All right, so that puts me at half. I got 10 left, and that's a 32. Shabingus.
I'm gonna spend 5. Shabadoo.
Do it up.
All right.
33. And no ghost die.
No ghost dice. You all shoot your proton beams straight and true, and within an instant, the imp is pinned. He is trapped within 3 beams, and he is not moving. He is standing there screaming.
Sheila!
Not in pain, but in frustration.
Sheila, open fire!
You want me to put the box on instead?
Hit him with the trap!
Hit him with the trap!
That's what I mean.
You had to come now. You couldn't come in like 20 minutes. 20 goddamn minutes is all I needed to do.
Something, sex joke. Hit him.
Something, or it's free. Pizza delivery joke.
Can I kick it over?
Yes!
Yep.
Alright. You know what? I haven't actually have a skill that says kick things over, which works, so I think that'll work. And I'm also gonna just put in 3 brownie points just to make it an even 8 again. Yeah. 24.
And no ghost dice. Oh, thank God.
Ghost dice.
Did
Sheila,
we get him?
you kick the trap. It goes directly underneath him. The imp looks down. He looks back at you, and he smiles.
Oh.
Do it.
All right, I'm not one to deny one's entrapment fetish. Let's hit it.
Hit the button.
Nope. You just say you're gonna do it. All right. So of course, trap goes off. None of you look because you never look directly at the trap. It's one of the rules. Blinding light, screams of agony just suddenly start to emerge. The sounds went from laughter to screams of absolute pain and agony over the course of this blast. Light fades, and standing right where the Rouge was, so I'm assuming you all had to take off your blasters to get in the trap, is the mayor. Mayor Red. Horrible scars all over his body. Burns all over the place. His fingers burnt off a crisp of his frayed arm as he stands there screaming.
Damn.
And slowly but surely, you can see the burns start to heal. Fingers are starting to grow as he looks at you and screams, kill me now, please, kill me before he comes back.
He's in the trap.
He's not, he's in me, he's coming.
Hit him again.
Shit. Yeah, I guess hit him again.
All right, hit him again.
All right, roll attacks.
He's possessed. Like in our personal experience, have hit like if someone's possessed.
Yeah, there's a protocol for this, isn't there?
If someone is possessed and you hit them with a trap, does it or does it not pull the ghost out of that person and into the trap?
From what I've checked, it doesn't, because it would suck both their souls out. So there's an override that if it detects a human soul, it stops.
Yeah, it'll stop. Shit. Fuck.
So while you guys are doing this, and feel free to roll, I'm just going to monologue while you do that. Yes, here. You idiots. I knew eventually you'd come, so I made sure I had a trump card to deal with you ghost-busting types.
37.
30.
You're not going to kill an innocent man just to get little old me, are you? After all, Red and I have been friends for a long, long time.
No, we're just going to keep shooting you until we figure out an exorcism.
Yeah, the only other exorcism that I know of that actually worked during the movies was slime, and we don't have any slime.
We don't have any moon slime.
Oh, well, didn't they in the girls movie, they just slapped the living shit out of the possessed?
Hey, Tom.
Yep.
Is that crowbar cold iron?
Probably titanium.
Walk over. Just no. We're shooting him right now. So.
All right. Again, he's gone from red back to like halfway to the rouge, so like red parts are emerging, the horns are half form, as half of his face is in like a scream, and the other one is in a sick, twisted smile. As you keep blasting him more with the proton packs.
Guys, are we just turning Alan Tudyk into Two-Face?
Let's not do that. Hang on. Do we have... What does the spirit guide say about possessions?
Roll.
RJ, that's you. Roll occult.
Yeah, there's got to be a way to get this guy out of him. RJ?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm gonna roll because nothing's coming to mind.
Yeah. Because none of us brought a bibble.
Yeah, we don't. Well, and also we don't know that a bibble's gonna work. 22? Do I know of a way to do an actual exorcism and not like a fake phone thing?
There are many ways to do an exorcism, and you are actually familiar with a whole bunch of them. There is, your standard The Exorcist, tie the person down and force the entity out just through sheer exhaustion, basically, just by constantly attacking it over and over and over again. Slime is the best method that Busters have found so far, just because it exudes so much positive energy into the individual that it's forced out.
Yeah.
Trouble is that there's very little research done on this because of the obvious fact that you have to find someone who's possessed, which is rare.
Yeah.
And want them out immediately, so it's hard to do any prolonged research towards this. But there's always a big, big footnote in every book and every time that you've had to, Busters or anyone has ever had to do with possession study. Possessions usually last at longest 2 years.
Yeah.
Because at to end there, the host is usually dead.
Yeah. They burn through their host before they can go any further. This guy's strong enough that he's been keeping his host alive for a very long time. Because we've been gone for longer than that.
Yeah, you've been gone for 4 years, real time, and he's been around since the fires.
Okay, so could I potentially try to put a sigil of binding that I saw on the way in here on this guy?
How would you do that?
I don't know.
Fair.
But with like a 22 in a cult roll, like how am I feeling about this idea?
I mean, you might be able to put a hold on the Rouge part and let the guy talk if you do that, but you don't know how you do that in this scenario because that would require you to draw a rune on the target.
I pull out a Sharpie marker.
Like, just gonna say, like, do it Japanese style and put it on a piece of paper and like stick it to him.
No, just open up his shirt. Marker. We got a marker on us, right?
Do we have a marker?
You have plenty of Sharpie markers.
AJ would have like several on him at all times.
Yeah.
I was gonna turn to be like, AJ, I need a Sharpie. Just catch it and just be like, all right, I need an opening.
Well, we've got him pinned, so you can get in there.
All right, I just need to get in there and get the sigil on him before he transforms back into the little red man, and also don't get hit by the fucking proton streams while I'm at it.
Yes, we believe in you.
Okay.
Well, once you're ready to mark it with the sigil, we'll turn off the beams.
Yeah.
All right, let's light him up, and then I'm gonna make a rush on him.
We're already doing that.
So you got the lights. This is for you. You have to make a rush now.
Okay. That's, I'm guessing, moves.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
I'll
so
rush him too, so that way I
I'm
can help
gonna
him out.
roll moves, and I don't have any traits to add to it between occult, run, dodge, and orate. You think maybe dodge?
Add brownie points.
No, yeah, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna do it up. I'm gonna spend my last 10 brownie points on this. Shabingus.
There are
47.
Normal successes have also been redeemed, so.
Well, I'm gonna use it up anyway. 47. We'll save the normal success just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we'll bank it. I appreciate you trying to be clear.
Why?
Normal success for the GM has been redeemed.
Shit.
Does it
It's okay.
cancel out the normal success for players that
no, it does not. And I know exactly how I'm going to use it. It's okay.
Lies.
So, in my mind, like you've basically got him like pinned like this, so he's like this on his knees. So you've taken time to like adjust him. He's in a better spot. You got him on both arms. You've pinned him down, and as you do this, you blind him again with the trap, so he's in his burnt, agonizing form, and you run up there, and as quick as you can, you doodle like a perfect sealing rune on his torso, as quick as fast as you can. And
Shazam.
you finish the last line. You can see something has changed in his eyes. It's gone to a dark blue, whereas you know the mayor had very, very bright green eyes at all times. Which you now realize was probably because he was heavily possessed. And after a bit of more screaming, before you stands Ellen Tudyk panting and just gasping for air, going, "He's been there so long. So many horrible things. Thank you. Oh, he's still there. He's still there. No."
So, Mr. Mayor, we need to keep our funding up.
Hey, okay.
What?
We need additional levels of containment on him, like, right now.
Where?
Because...
In this Civil War fort? Also, what's even in the box?
Oh, yeah, what's in the box?
From the museum. Made me order it here.
This belongs in a museum?
No, the museum, the Edison Museum, I think.
We took all the weird shit from the Edison Museum when we burned it down.
Maybe.
As he's saying this, like you can see one hand is going forward, one hand is holding it back as his nails are digging into his own wrist, drawing blood, just trying to stop this hand from moving.
Yeah, is there any, like, iron shackles or anything like that down here in the fort that we could use to just, like, chain him chain him up.
Not in this room.
Not in this room. Okay.
How about I wrestle? How about I grapple him? I'm a good wrestler.
I'm gonna see if I can just keep putting like ceiling sigils either on him or in a circle on the ground around him.
I think that should put him in a good hold there, Tom.
You're right, it does. Red is actively trying to help you. So you only have to really deal with the one hand. So you put him in an arm bar. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you keep drawing more and more runes on him to try and keep this thing at bay.
Yeah.
This is your only chance to question the mayor. Questions you have?
How long have you been possessed like this?
What's in the box?
So long. So long. Saw you before. In Detroit. Before the fire.
What does he want?
He's been here
End
since
it.
Detroit fire.
Wants to end it.
The world?
Detroit.
Oh.
Destroy because Detroit's got the big seal built into it.
Yeah.
From the tram tracks. If he destroys Detroit, it could let something out.
Something big.
Yeah. Cool. Hey AJ, do you want to check out the box?
Sure, I'll do that while you guys are discussing.
Okay.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Byron?
Yes.
It's a large wooden crate. You smell wood and hay inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
And on the top of it, there is actually like taped on is a shipping label.
Where did it come from?
Where'd it go?
Where did it come from, Glen Joe?
It's addressed to Fort Wayne from the National History Museum.
In what city?
Detroit. Mike, high or low?
Low. Yeah.
I'm going to use my one success to override that.
God damn you.
As you are holding this man down, your grip does start to weaken. Not because you're losing contact with him, but because his wrist is bleeding from when he was trying to stop himself earlier. And a few drops of blood drop onto the floor, activating the room around you. Floor lights up from the blood splatters, circles around 3/4 of the room, with the chest in the center. Sam, be ready with the surprise photo, please.
Okay.
Energy surges as the blood works its way around the sigilled runes. And you feel as though something dark is being dragged out from the earth, from below you. Ground shakes and tremors as the box explodes with force. Sam, I present to you all Susan.
Oh,
The
shit.
creature stands up,
I can see it through the screen.
stretches out, and screams.
No, I can't. It's
Sue is the name of the fully cast Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Chicago Natural History Museum.
It's a Susan.
fuck yeah.
There's now a angry ghost T-Rex
Hell
looking
yeah.
at the five of you.
Are we dealing with this now?
Well, it's dealing with you and attacking you.
Sweet. Bustin' makes me feel good. Also fleeing.
Also running. Running also makes me feel good. We should also do that.
Well, the dinosaur, it's going to start by going after what it thinks is the weakest of you, which is the one covered in blood, which would be red and Gary.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
There's blood over there. That means you're the weakest ones. You're bleeding.
Damn it.
That's gonna come at you. You know what? That's wrong. Let's all roll initiative, which is just a straight moves roll to see who goes when.
Okay. A 9.
A 10.
Oh, I got 12. I'm sorry.
Well,
Okay, so I'm just gonna say Mike's gonna go first because he got a 6 in that roll. If that's all right with everyone.
Yeah.
All right. I push Mayor Red to the ground, and I put my knee on his back, so that way his arm doesn't come free, and I fire at the ghost.
Fair. I'm afraid Susan is at the top of the initiative order, though.
God damn it.
Fuck.
So let's go Susan, Mike, Sam, Byron, Connell, and then Red. So Susan attacks. Straight up tries to attack Gary.
Can I roll moves to avoid that?
You can roll moves to try and dodge.
I will do my fucking best.
You can do it.
Good fucking lord. How many brownie points do I have to spend to avoid that, Tom?
I will say, for 3 brownie points, you can reroll it.
I don't want to reroll. I want to avoid it completely. Fine, 3 brownie points and I'll reroll. Get a triple 6 at this point.
You sound like you don't want to be attacked by a
There's
T-Rex.
also-
You think as a historian that would be a badge of honor.
No!
there's
We
more,
do have a.
there's more not normal successes from the players.
Can I cash one of those in?
Yeah.
Take
I'm gonna
one.
cash that in.
Yes. We have 2 from the players that we can cash in still.
Tom, I'm cashing that in to avoid the dinosaur.
All right, you do a dive roll and you get right out of the way of these things' teeth. This
Yeah.
thing's teeth as it just bites where you once were.
Yeah.
You now have a faint smell of what dinosaur breath smells like and firsthand experience with dinosaur slobber.
Cool. He's
Right
slimy.
on you. It slimed you a bit. All right, Mike, it's now your turn.
In no way have I redacted my decisions from earlier. I pin the mayor to the ground, put his arm under my leg, and I light this motherfucker up.
Do it up!
7.
Are you attacking the mayor or are you attacking Susan? Those are two
I'm attacking
different
Susan. God, the mayor's dealt with. So there's this a 10. So I still have 10 left. I'm going to
No,
spend.
you had to
3
jump
dice.
off of him to get out of the way of the T-Rex.
Well, then he's God's problem now, and I'll spend the 3 move to fight the fucking T-Rex. 16.
Okay.
He's God's problem now.
All right. That is 16.
I spent 3 bounty
Okay.
points. I'm down to 7.
Fair enough. I'm just going to say it loses a dice on its attack from now on. Every single round, it's going to get weaker and weaker.
Yeah.
Because for those at home, Ghostbusters does not have an actual like attack system that makes any sense. It's designed for like 8-year-olds to just goof around and play. So
That's
I
correct.
basically have a system in my mind that sort of works, but it's not real. Because there's no HP damage or anything like that. So you have to make it work.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to lose an attack dice with every single point when you get over a threshold, and eventually you will be able to pin it when it's weak. But it can also attack you.
Yeah.
All right, it is there. Sam, it is your turn.
Well, the best thing I can do is attract its attention.
You could also shoot at it.
Do you want me to shoot at it? Because my moves is only 3, whereas attract attention is 6.
Spend brownie points to make it better.
Good try.
Alright, I will do another 5 brownie points on my moves to make it 8. Let's see if that works. Hiya! 21.
Your strike fails. True. It goes straight on and it's blasting the side. You can see that it is a combination of it is a ghost skin on top of the bones. So every time you hit it, you got the skin goes transparent. I can see the skeleton that was around it as you're blasting this thing.
God damn.
All right, Byron.
I fire another capture beam and I look over to RJ and go, get ready with the trap.
All right.
Using my last 5 brownie points on this to give me 10d6 on fire weapon. And a 37 with no ghost dice.
Okay. Yeah. Again, you get another beam on it, and it's hurting. In fact, it's screaming.
All right. I'm gonna throw this trap out. What do I do for throwing the trap? Does it just move?
Again, moves.
Fuck. Can't use run or dodge or anything like that to go with it.
Oh.
How's 10? How's the 10 do?
You do throw the trap at its tail.
Okay.
So it's not centered. You're gonna have to work around. You're gonna have to move the thing over to try and get this thing in the trap.
Can I use run to scooch it, to get in there as fast as I can and scooch it into place? Moves and dodge so I don't get hit by the ghost T-Rex?
Are you saying you want to slide onto third to get to kick?
Yeah. Yeah, like a baseball sliding into third. I want to run and slide along and see if I can kick it a little bit further on and then hit the button with my hand.
Because it's so stupid, I'll allow it.
Fuck yeah! All right. Moves and dodge gives me 9 dice.
Yeah. With a great effort run, you book it, you slide, and you roll. And I'm really pissed off. I haven't gotten a single goddamn ghost dice this whole fucking show.
I'm sorry.
You got one at the beginning.
I got one! Normally I get 10 and have a great time fucking around with you people, but no, none. Yeah, and you kick it directly underneath. And that's your turn.
Okay, I'll hit the button on the next turn.
Yeah, alright, so it is Red's turn, who will use this time just to run. Run away. So he's just going to leave the room. That's his turn, which puts us back at the top of the initiative order. For Susan. Susan is going to try and break free of the packs with I'm going to go with her moves again.
Oh jeez.
And see. So yeah, she manages to shrug off. I'm gonna say, damn's blade blast off of her because you rolled the weakest on all of them. Turn around, look at all of you, and you just hear a guttering roar. Susan strong!
Oh,
Susan
Jesus.
strongest there is!
Is this like a Grimlock?
Yeah.
Like a Grimlock situation?
Are we dealing with the Grimlock?
From Transformers?
Are we dealing with Grimlock?
I'll tell Greg, hey.
Mike, it is your turn.
I'm gonna fucking light her up. I still have 7 dice. I'm spending another 3 to get my move up to 66. 21.
Yeah, your beam stays on and you're pinning her. Sam?
Yep. Sorry, my back's out. I'm gonna do another 5 points. Yeah. 22. That was me just trying to keep the beam on.
And yep, your beam is secured and reattached. All right, Byron.
I maintain my no, I maintain my capture beam on Susan. I'm not caring about Red right now.
All right,
Yeah.
give us a roll.
Okay. That's an 11.
Barely. It just barely stays on as this thing is trying to shake it off.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Connell.
All right, I'm gonna hit the button on it. Do I need to roll, or can I just like slap the button in hand?
You activate it, and
Okay.
where once there was the noble and majestic Susan, there is now just an empty smoking trap and an eerie calm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we did it.
Where's Red?
Right?
Yeah. Where's Red? Did he get away?
He's gone. He's not in the room anymore.
Okay. Good. We got good. But we need to get Red.
Yeah.
we're in trouble.
Sorry, we took out a T-Rex. That's kind of fucking cool. Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's get Red.
Let's go get the son of a bitch.
Wait till my archaeologist cousin gets a load of this. He's gonna be so fucking jealous. I'm gonna win Christmas.
I'm gonna win Christmas.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
All right, so what would you guys like to do?
Let's go find Red.
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna chase out there.
Yeah.
All right, so you run out through the tunnels. You sprint as fast as you can, chasing after the only entrance and exit.
Yeah.
And eventually you reach daylight. You are on the outside of the fort. You don't see him in the fort area. Cannons and muskets have stopped firing. It is, again, eerily quiet.
Do I see the car in the distance?
Your car, well, I mean, you wouldn't be able to see it because of the fort walls
Yeah.
at the moment.
Well, yeah. I head outside the fort walls just to see if I can see the vehicle.
And that's the only way you could have gotten out, so you're booking that way to the gate anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You see your car, but there's no trace of Red or anyone in any direction. It's almost as if a Godzilla ray fired off 20 minutes before this, and everyone fled in terror.
Yeah, they're scarpered.
Yep.
Yeah, they cheesed it for sure.
Again, it's gone back to what it was before. It was a bright, sunny day. A couple birds chirping off in the distance. Trap that you were holding is still glowing hot red side of it, steaming, and a little bit of sparks every now and again. Towards the river, you see a ship, large Spanish galleon, turn a bank. Around you, Jolly Roger turns, and then it starts turning more and more and more till it's aimed at you.
Oh, come on!
It keeps coming, and it keeps coming, and it's on land, and it's still sailing towards you.
Oh, don't be evil. Don't be evil. Don't be evil. Don't be evil.
And as it gets close, it veers slightly to the side, and you hear, "Ahoy there, mateys!"
Captain?
How is your adventure?
We fought a T-Rex.
Wallets.
Chain wallets.
Jack Skellington.
Yeah, and then from atop the deck, you hear him just swinging across a rope. He jumps off the side of the ship, does a backflip, and lands next to you with a thump. Ha ha!
Hola, Captain.
A pleasure to see you again, my friends. And he gives you a big pat on the shoulder.
Wait.
Tell me, is my beloved safe?
Susan?
Susan, my love, where is she? I don't see her. Is she okay?
Oh, God. Captain?
Yes.
Was Susan human?
Human? No, of course not. She's the most beautiful of lizards. Queen of the past. I like powerful women, you know.
So, some bad news, Captain.
She's not dead.
Well-
She's just in the box.
Well, no, but good news. We
Yes?
did rescue Susan.
She's right
Yes.
here.
We have Susan in a box.
She's right here.
And we brought her to you.
I demand to release her this moment, good sir!
Cool. We're
I'm gonna get
this
off the boat
direction.
before we do that. I'm gonna get the fuck off the boat. You go ahead. You got this. All right, I'm gonna be over here.
All right. I got it. A promise is a promise. I put the trap down.
God, it's a T-Rex. No one's
A
gonna believe
promise-
we got a ghost T-Rex.
A promise is a promise, Gary.
Yeah.
Wrapped.
How's this though? Sheila, start filming.
Hey.
I hit the plunger to open the trap and release Susan.
Alright. In an instance, I want to say almost Power Rangers style, a T-Rex just like emerges out from this, like clawing and grasping, and lands in front of you, twirls around Jurassic Park poster style, and just roars at your general direction.
That's pants-shittingly terrifying.
Followed immediately by Honey Bun! As this pirate reaches out and it's immediately great, and comes down and they just start close to snugging as you can get with a dinosaur. Great, it's like reaching around her snout and just going, mwah, 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 I've missed you, my love.
We're in a real Shrek with the donkey and the dragon situation here, aren't we?
Yes, Balthus is correct. He may have definitely done the nasty in the pasty. So, well, I don't know.
They
try
are
not to be
ignoring your
judgmental.
entire conversation, by the way.
Yeah.
Did you hear men, people hurt Susan? It's all right, my love. I know they are trying to help you. I know how you get when you're excited.
It's okay. You can say it. They bone.
But I don't want to.
Thank you, Balthus. You are incredible.
They're just, they're like, they have their moment, and they're like calm, like, I'd like to introduce to you my girlfriend. This is Susan. We met when we had shared an exhibit at the museum. I looked at her from across the hall, and it was love at first sight, wasn't it, my dear? And he's just stroking the leg of this T-Rex, whose tail is now flicking like a cat.
How the fuck
Just
about
very,
that?
very happily.
Sam, is this what it's like when my crazy shit happens on the outside?
No comment.
Yes.
I have to rethink some choices I've made narratively.
It's insane thing after insane thing until eventually your mind just becomes numb to the insanity. And they're just like, yeah, there's a pirate ship ghost who is in love with and dating a Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton ghost. And you're like, this may as well happen. Like,
I don't have a good response for this weird furry shit that's going on here.
Sheila's a little bit
Scaly,
done.
good sir.
Yeah, you know what? Good for them. That's what I said. I said good for them.
All right.
All right.
Love,
So,
love,
you know,
love
after,
can bloom across the museum halls.
yeah. So after a moment of the two of them, having their moment, like I missed you so much, Snook comes. Good grace, Knucklebomb. Sorry, my love. One moment, I have to thank our friends. See, these wonderful people saved you. And Susan comes over and sniffs you all.
Again, pants-shittingly terrifying.
Now,
Thank God I'm wearing the brown trousers.
Susan, I promised we would help them if they helped us, and I am a man of my word, as you know. Susan, help new friend. Well, look at that. She's already calling you friends. She normally doesn't warm up to people so quickly. You must have impressed her.
My God.
Yes.
Can we ride her as a battle steed?
No.
Hang on.
No.
Look,
No.
I don't know what the pecking order is of ghosts,
No.
but if we showed up with the T-Rex ghost,
No.
I don't know.
No.
Fine.
I draw the
As
line.
this has been going on,
I draw the line. This is Sheila, by the way.
as this has been going on and you've been getting acquainted and Gray has been talking to Susan, from out of the fort, I think it's a battalion, it's 120 men, has started marching out of the fort in formation and meeting you out on the field.
Mm-hmm.
With Sarah in the front, who salutes and goes, "Happy to report, all of us are free, and all of us want a piece of that little shit."
Okay, cool.
And then Gray turns, "You brought me an army! Oh, you're the best friends I could have asked for!"
We have an army, and we have a ship.
And Susan.
And
Susan,
we
we're gonna
have
invite them to the wedding.
Ugh.
So basically, at one point in the next episode, RJ's just for some reason going to be holding a sword, going for Frodo, and then running towards the enemy.
Sarah,
We don't know that that's not the case.
Sarah then turns and goes, "I managed to gain some reconnaissance when I was.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we could use
We're
that.
fairly certain he set up a base in the Masonic Temple in Detroit."
Oh.
Yes, Gary, that is your character's exact reaction, because Mike knows how bad that place is. And we will learn all about this in the next episode of Ghostbusters Detroit, when these four go to war with a ghost army and a T-Rex with a pirate.
Oh. This was
How do
more
you
than I
raise
could-
the stakes from there?
This was more than I could handle as a sick man.
Couldn't cut it in a bun, man.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Get out of my head!
No, it's fun in here. Oh my goodness.
So, I tried to throw a lot more crazy shit than normal at you this time. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I did. I
Yeah,
just
man.
wish I wasn't sick.
Hilarious.
Oh,
I'm also hoping very much that the audience is enjoying all of this chaos as well. I've been actively
Sure.
trying to come up with dumber and dumber shit. And it's getting hard because I'm really stupid.
Sam, did they enjoy themselves?
They did, very much so.
Okay, good.
Excellent.
united in holy matrimony. Fuck off, Balthus.
You know what? If there's ever a time for fan art, I think it is Tim Curry's dressed as Long John Silver making out with a ghost T-Rex.
We don't need to see that. ever.
I do.
That's a,
No.
T-boning.
that's a rule 34 we don't need to go down. Even though I do know an artist who would draw that for tits and giggles. Oh,
Welcome to the.
Oh. All right. Did you guys have fun?
yeah.
Yeah, I had a great
I had a
time.
lot of fun.
And I am happy. That was my goal.
Oh, so you want to send us out, Tom?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So, my name is Tom. I'm part of the 4-4s and D20 Live. It has been my privilege and an honor to present to you another episode of Ghostbusters Detroit. I believe. Do we have any other announcements to go over?
Just that we will be back again in 2 weeks, my wife's pregnancy permitting, with a whole new D20 Live game. I'm not going to reveal what it is yet. And you should expect to see the next episodes of Persona to come up soon to finish out that season before we go into the 3rd season of The Tribe.
Perfect.
Third and
And I
final
guess we'll just
season.
go. And let's go around the circle and say our goodbyes. Starting with bottom left, which is Mike.
Hey everyone, Big Mike here. Sorry I was sick and going in and out of it, but we got through it and we had a lot of fun. Stay tuned in 2 weeks for more streams.
And we have our ever faithful production managers.
Hi everybody, it's me Sam, the production manager. I will try my best to not have the baby before this last stream.
There are, in fact, no promises.
There are no promises.
Yeah,
I do my best.
That's not up to Saya.
Just like Sheila, you're gonna do your
Yep.
best.
All right, which then takes us to Byron.
Hi everybody, Byron from D20 Live. I've had a lot of fun playing AJ Weiss, and as a personal note, I know the next game that's coming up, and I can guarantee you guys are gonna have a lot of fun with this one.
It's going to be, yep. Following that, we have Connell.
Hi, everybody. I'm better known on the internet these days as Chief Macbeth on Twitch, and this was a huge amount of fun. And I need to go take my temperature now to see how I'm doing. I don't know if I'm feeling lightheaded because of the game, or if I'm feeling lightheaded because I have a fever, or both.
Detroit has that effect on people.
Yes,
Yes, it
truly does.
All right. And as always, I'm Tom of 4-4s and D20 Live. Thank you all for letting me do this, as this is technically and realistically the longest running campaign I've ever directed. And it's just been nothing but chaos and stupidity at every turn. And I'm glad you enjoy it. All of us here today, thank you for venturing and risking your lives in the greater Detroit area. And stay home and stay safe. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.